questions for your congressman? Yes, sir, in the red sweater, middle of the room. Stand by for the microphone. Please identify yourself. Hold on. There you go.
Name is Ian Gecker. I live in Las Vegas. I get that the country's in trouble. I get the military's in trouble. I get our educational system is in trouble. Here's what I don't get. The founding principle of this country was a citizen government, not a ruling class. The problem that I see is systemic in this country that needs to be changed is term limits. Term limiting Congress, the Senate, and the Supreme Court. I can't understand how people sit there for 30 and 40 years in the first stages of dementia and still don't understand what it's going to take to fix this country. Okay? Obama talks about global warming, but he doesn't talk about the hot air coming out of Congress that supports global warming. All right? Maybe if we had term limits, we wouldn't have to listen to butt wipes like Pelosi and Reid and Schumer and Durbin, okay?
Sir,
what I want to know from you, Congressman, is what you will do to support term limits and get the ball rolling. And I understand it's a big push to change the Constitution, and there's a couple ways the Constitution can be changed. But you as a congressman sitting there, and it will only change if it comes out of Congress itself, what will you do to support term limits in this country?
Yeah, so great question. I get asked that question quite frequently. And like you, I agree that those that run for office should go to try to have an impact and then leave. And if they can't have an impact, they should still leave. And that means that you shouldn't be there for 30 or 40 years. Because if you haven't made an impact in 30 or 40 years, you're not going to make it in year 31 or 41. That being said, however, I think my personal preference is a mandatory retirement age. But I think what happens is when you talk about term limits, look, I do believe you have term limits every election cycle. And people say, well, wait a minute, once you're an incumbent and you're too entrenched, it's hard to get rid of you. I hate to say this, but my first race for state senate, I beat a 20-year incumbent in my own party. So if you're the right candidate at the right time with the right message, you can beat incumbents. So I would prefer to go at it from a mandatory retirement age and say you serve till a certain time and then you're out. That would be my approach.